Reese Witherspoon is playing herself in the real-life drama of the Hollywood actress constantly stalked by the paparazzi. And again as a much-loved and most popular star, one of Hollywood's top 5. Same town, same media, same actress, just two very different sides of the same coin.
I mean, I don't think I ever expected this to be my life. Ever. I don't think I ever expected the repercussions of fame, the good or the bad. I never imagined the kind of things I would see and the places I would be able to go and meet different kinds of people and different cultures. I never thought I'd leave America.
Hi, my name is Elle Woods, and for my admissions essay, I'm going to tell all of you at Harvard why I'm going to make an amazing lawyer.
Reese Witherspoon has made her name playing strong young women and playing them against type.
I'm able to recall hundreds of important details at the drop of a hat.
Like Elle Woods, the dumb blonde who is actually smart and confounds a Harvard establishment in Legally Blonde.
You, however, had time to hide the gun, didn't you, Chutney? After you shot your father.
Reese grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, a Southern belle who bucked the family medical tradition and dropped out of Stanford University to become an actor.
Now, don't be scared. Everyone will love you.
Were your parents disappointed when you dropped out of Stanford?
I think so, probably. I mean, I think it's probably pretty disappointing for me to run off and sort of put all my eggs in the Hollywood basket is a very frightening scenario for people who work very hard and went to endless amounts of school and university. And
it's typical ungrateful child, really. I mean,
really.
As parents, you go to so much trouble for them.
I know.
And they drop out of university and go off and become one of the 5 most famous movie stars in the world. That's gratitude.
Yeah, but they can't feel too bad when I buy them new cars. And I say, you know, if I was a plastic surgeon, I couldn't afford to buy you that Lexus.
I hope my children are watching this program.
Yes, exactly. Tune in.
Reese's first film, Man in the Moon, was set in her own deep south. She was only 14 and was an immediate success.
I want you to be the first boy to ever kiss me.
It's a charming film.
Yeah, it's a wonderful film. It was a great opportunity for me.
And you were horribly cute, too.
Oh, thanks.
You stood out, though. I mean, they called you Little Merrill, didn't they?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Don't you?
No.
Oh, well, I remember it.
Oh.
How was that? Perfect.
I don't know. I had a lot of focus for a 14-year-old. In retrospect, I see 14-year-olds and I think it was odd how much concentration I had.
Turn around and close your eyes.
How much determination I had at that age.
Do it, damn you! Some people say I'm an overachiever, but I think they're just jealous.
Determination is what she plays best. She creates forceful characters like the scarily ambitious Tracy Flick in the movie Election.
When you cast your vote for Tracy Flick next week, you won't just be voting for me. You'll be voting for yourself.
The schoolgirl politician who will stop at nothing to get voted student president.
Close and special. You and I.
I want you to meet Annette.
The horrid Tracy Flick won Reese a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress and a starring role in her next movie, Cruel Intentions.
Thank you.
Which was a fairly nasty little film, really, wasn't it, in a way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it had an edge. It had a dark sort of comedy edge.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
It was a wicked little movie.
This time she plays an innocent in a perverse world, playing against a villain who would become her real-life husband, actor Ryan Philippe.
I thought we were just going to be friends.
I can't handle it.
Ryan Phillippe, one of the stars of Gosford Park, and his legally blonde wife, Reese Witherspoon.
They married 6 years ago and have lived with incessant tabloid rumour that their marriage is stressed because she is so much more successful than him.
You make more than I do. Go ahead.
The couple have 2 children, Deacon, aged 3, and Ava, 6.
As soon as you have a child, you become a role model.
Yeah.
And I take it very seriously that I want her to see women on screen that are representative of women I know, strong and capable.
That's right, and you can take it from me, as your kids get older, if you do things in the public eye that they don't think are right anyway, you get a terrible rubbishing.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, she already thinks I'm the biggest dork on earth and thinks I'm so uncool, so... She said to me the other day, Mom, why do you always have to wear fancy clothes? I said, because my bosses want me to look nice, Ava.
Already, at the tender age of 29, she's made almost that many films.
You're engaged?
She's one of Hollywood's most bankable leading ladies. If she says yes, the film gets made, and usually it's a $100 million hit. But for all that, she remains a somewhat bemused southern gal.
Praise the Lord, the South has risen again!
A star who still gets starstruck. Do you ever say, this is amazing?
Every day. I'm so amazed. I get to meet the coolest people and travel to the greatest place. And the first time we went to the Oscars, they sat us in the front row, and Ryan and I were like, we've never been to the Oscars, and we're sitting in the front row. This is so exciting. It's like all you can do to not be a complete geek. And and I got to meet somebody the other day that was my childhood idol, and I just cried. Just kept crying and crying.
It's hard to believe there can be a downside to being a star who earns $15 million a film. But once you get used to the dough, there is. The price is a complete loss of privacy and a media invasion that goes way beyond her professional life.
My car got hit and I got run off the road, and they were trying to force me off the road to get pictures. And
They run into your car?
Yeah, they've run into my car.
Why are people so obsessed with your private life?
I don't know.
Is that one of the parts of fame that make you think, hey, what's happening?
I completely understand it, though. I mean, it's for the most part, I think people buy the tabloid magazines or want to see the pictures of you because they like you.
You're very tolerant and understanding.
I try to be. It's sort of how I was raised.
Trying to raise her kids with some kind of normality is the reason she's lately become so protective and now wants to live away from the glare. The kids are fantastic, aren't they?
They are.
They're more important. They're your greatest productions, aren't they?
Absolutely, and they're endlessly fascinating and amusing. And Ryan and I spend more than half of our life, probably 90% of our life, discussing them and their growth and their progress, and what amazing thing they did today. And
now, what are you planning for them, acting or Stanford?
I just want them to be happy and follow their passion in life. That means being actors and actresses. Okay. That means being scientists. Great.
As soon as this interview's over, you have to
run home and cook dinner. I gotta go home and cook dinner.
What are you cooking?
I don't know. Ryan likes lamb. I might make some lamb chops.
Yeah, right. Do you get Australian lamb? Or
No,
New
is it
Zealand
good?
lamb, probably.
I don't know. Probably New Zealand, yes.
She wants to be a chop-cooking homebody.
Have you ever heard of a coaster?
But there's always another film.
I don't care who you are, you're gonna mop that up.
This time it's called Just Like Heaven.
Another one, my.
And in these troubled times, it's a diversion, a light-hearted, romantic ghost story.
I can't remember.
How is it that I can see her and no one else can?
There is a public appetite for this kind of stuff, isn't there?
I think escapism is so important in films. I think people have hard lives. I think they work really hard. They take care of their children. I think it's important to have an outlet where people can just have 2 hours to themselves to just laugh and enjoy themselves and maybe leave with a little bit of hope and happiness.
Got it.
For me, it was a fantastic experience because I don't get to do those kind of films where I have a lot of action going on.
Get out!
For me, these little moments where I got to be a ghost and walk through walls and jump into Mark Ruffalo's body and move his body was really fun.
You totally violated me.
It's not hard to interview Reese Witherspoon. She comes with a great body of work.
And that's why you should vote for me.
For the most part, she chooses well.
How I envy men who can explore for themselves all the wonders of the world.
Strong roles and memorable ones.
So speak up, America. Speak up!
And the best thing is not just that she can really act, but that in the self-obsessed world of Hollywood, it's unusual to meet such a big star who seems so at ease just playing herself.
And remember, you are beautiful.
Are you going to become an old lady doing this?
I don't know. I'd like to. I mean, I really enjoy what I do. I feel really lucky that I get to have so much fun at work, and I hope so.
You've still got that Stanford degree to finish.
Oh, that's true. I only made it through 1 year. I got 3 more to go. I guess I could go back when I'm 70.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm Charles Wooley. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.